Holy moly, y'all. I just took my first run in like 6 weeks. The elbow's doing okay. It's still pretty hot outside. And I feel like I might throw my lungs up. But I got out for a run. And that's pretty awesome. Well, hey there, everybody. I'm Adam, and boy, am I excited. As you just saw there, I finally got a run in. After almost 2 months off, I finally got out for a little bit of a run. It was less than 3 miles, and the heat was not great, and I got winded so easily, but I got out and did it. And I'm pretty excited about that. A little bit of detail on the run. As I said, it was a little less than 3 miles. You can see some stats right here on the run. For those of you who are curious, my soundtrack for the run was Alegion's Ossuary Lens. Go check it out if you haven't. That track with Adrian Belew is bonkers good. And that brings me to the topic for today, little wins. I kind of want to talk about the little things that keep us going. Obviously, look at the title of this series. It's not lost on me that sometimes we come up short. But if we're going to pay attention to the times that we come up short, I think it's also really important that we pay attention to the times that we get little wins. Even if they aren't our ultimate goal, intermediary goals are very important and can shed a lot of light and can provide a lot of momentum. I do want to dwell for a little bit on the fact that I finally made it out for a run, on the fact that I finally got my legs moving, and that it wasn't too bad on my elbow. I wore a little bit of a brace, kind of a compression sleeve that kept things contained, but it felt good. It felt good to get out for a run. And that's one of a series of small wins that I've had recently. So I got cleared by my doctor to finally start working a little bit on strengthening the arm. So I got a series of strength exercises going on in physical therapy. I am working, as I have previously, the bicep, the tricep, the scapula, all 3 regions of the deltoid. I've started to add a little bit of lat work, a little bit of pulling, and she finally handed me a weight. It was only a 2-pound weight, and that 2-pound weight absolutely ruined me. But it was so nice to be able to work with a little bit of resistance, just that little bit. So it's a start, and I'm going to start adding pounds, and we're going to start putting more weight and more resistance on a lot of these activities. But, it was sore. I definitely felt a little bit of a pump from a 2-pound weight. But it felt good, and it was time to get the muscles moving again. And as I said, we'll continue adding weight, and I'll continue adding strength to that arm. Finally getting my right arm back to where my left arm is, and then hopefully getting both of them higher than they have been for a while. That's certainly the target. I took a little bit of time off with the family, and that in and of itself was a little bit of a win. Spending time with my wife, spending time with my kids was delightful, and I am so glad that I've got people in my life who are also willing to engage in physical activities with me. So it wasn't like we took a vacation where we just sat still the whole time. I'll put a few stats up right here, but as you can see, we took a good number of steps during our vacation. Most of that was out in the woods. We got off on a few small hikes through state parks and county parks. We spent time just walking around town, finding cool things to look at in a place that we hadn't been before, and that was a lot of fun. So having people in our lives that are willing to help us with our little wins is certainly something I'm grateful for. And I'm sure I'll do some stuff on gratitude later. It's not really one of my strong suits, and it's definitely something that I want to work on through the course of these episodes. I need to get more grateful for the little wins, but this is a start, let's recognize them. So I'm getting a run in again. I'm getting some strength in again. I'm getting plenty of steps in, even during my time off. And these all feel really good. So I appreciate you being here, helping me get through the good times. I'm sure there will be weeks where things go less well, and I'll share those details as well. But this whole journey is about moving from failure to success, and every step there is important. So these are my steps right now, and I appreciate you taking steps with me. I'll see you on the other side. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more content.